This week we're going to highlight USDA's Ag Outlook Forum, which will be held on February 19th and 20th. We're going to turn our attention to Brazil, where harvest is well underway. We're going to take a look at the latest weather trends there. We're going to come back and look at updated trends in U.S. exports. We're going to wrap things up with the long-term review of November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the latter part of February here, and of course most of the attention is on South America. However, on Thursday and Friday of this week, February 19th and 20th, the USDA will hold their annual Ag Outlook Forum. Let's take a look at some of those numbers from that forum. Again, this is going to be held this week on Thursday and Friday, USDA Agricultural Outlook Forum. If we look now, these are not survey-based numbers. These are best estimates based on economical trends from the USDA. Looking at beans, though, their acreage, 85 million acres, that is forecast to be an increase from last year's final of 81.2. How about crop size? 4.43 billion bushels, again an increase from last year's final of 4.6262. But look at that carryout estimate, 250 to 550 for 26-27. Again, this is new crop, with an average of about 361. So there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this 26-27 growing season from both the demand and the supply standpoint. Let's shift gears now and turn our attention to South America, specifically looking at Brazil. Let's take a look at where those beans are produced in Brazil. Now in Brazil, they harvest beans from north to south. They've passed the midpoint now of harvest in Mato Grosso in the north, whereas they have not started harvest in the far southern state of Rio Grande do Sul. Speaking of the crop progress trends, you can see there in Mato Grosso, about 61% of the crop is harvested, against zero in Rio Grande do Sul in the far south. We've still got about a third of the crop filling pods, so there's still some room for change in production size there, but about 25% of the crop is harvested nationwide. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends in Brazil. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're looking here at the occasional thunderstorms developing in that northern area. Over the next 14 days, maybe as much as 4 to 6 inches. While that sounds like a lot, remember that about 4 inches is normal so this time of year. So maybe there might be some stop and go harvest activity in Mato Grosso, but otherwise those northeast states might benefit from that rain. Let's take a look at rainfall totals over the next 2 weeks now. You can see over the next 2 weeks there, about 60% of the country in terms of soybean production is going to see near normal precip. Most rain is needed in the far south. Let's shift gears now and look at export trends. Let's take a look at year-to-date exports. Now, year-to-date exports of beans are continuing to lag last year. They're down about 32%. But the big change since we last spoke 2 weeks ago was when the president came out and announced that perhaps, as we look at the comments there, the consideration by China of additional purchases of agricultural products, including lifting the soybean count to 20 million tons for the current season. They have committed 25 million tons for next season. That's really ignited the soybean market, if you will. About a 75-cent rally we've seen in old crop soybean prices. So this is where we continue to strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November beans. Now we've rolled into the crop insurance period here of February here. We've seen November futures have a rally. It's up to about $11.20 a bushel. Notice as we complete the crop insurance period in February, from March all the way into harvest, there's certainly the potential there for increased price volatility. That's where, again, we encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor on your marketing strategies. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with our risk management consultants. We'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an update. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.